What is up, YouTube? It is Onion Bomb here. Welcome to my reaction to another death battle. Today we have the most recent death battle. I'm a little bit late to it, but not too late for it. It's one that I have been looking forward to for a little while now, and that is Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto. Pokemon versus Yugioh. I'm excited for this one because, like many, Pokemon was my technically like my first anime. I go back and forth thinking about it was either Pokemon or Dinosaur King, and I think I knew of Pokemon and watched a little bit of Pokemon before Dinosaur King, but both of them are like my kind of my first anime nostalgia. I really loved Pokemon, and then later in life when Pokemon Go kind of came out, I got more into Pokemon and got into Pokemon X and Y. I love that anime, and honestly, just solely focusing on X and Y and not Pokemon as a whole. X and Y is definitely probably one of my favorite animes up there. I love that one. Pokemon as a whole is pretty good too. I've seen all of the Indigo League and Orange Islands. I've seen here and there of Diamond and Pearl and it advanced and that generate those generations. Haven't really seen anything of Black and White too much. I have seen Sun and Moon. I didn't really vibe that one. And then I seen a little bit of the Journeys. I didn't really care for that one too much either. I played some of the games over the years, not as much as other people, but some of it. And yeah, I really like Ash as a character, so that's how I know Ash and Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh. I was pretty late to, honestly. I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh until cold until you sent it. What 2020, 2019, whatever that was. Sent him on stream. But I have seen all of the first Yu-Gi-Oh season. I've seen all of GX as well. And I also seen now 2 Yu-Gi-Oh movies, both of which take place in like the early era. But yeah, I've seen all of GX. I've seen all of the OG Yu-Gi-Oh. My favorite character in Yu-Gi-Oh is Joey Wheeler. But Yugi's up there. I like Yugi. So I definitely this is one of those death battles that like I think I do have a side, but like I'm not gonna be too terribly mad at whoever wins. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of respect. This has the vibes of Deku versus Miles. I think there's gonna be like some respect on both sides. What I really am curious what they do is what are they gonna do? Doing little like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and battling that against Pokemon. I'm having trouble. I'm not sure if that's like quite the most balanced thing. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. We'll see. But as far as who I'm rooting for, I do like Yugi, but I have to go back to my roots here. I'm gonna be rooting for my boy Ash Ketchum. I really hope he does win this because honestly, who I think is gonna win is I actually think Yugi is going to take this as like a prediction. I just think Yu-Gi-Oh and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff are a little bit much compared to like Pokemon moves and creatures and whatnot. Um, but yeah, we'll see about that. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see how they do it. Let's see how they do this here. I don't know what they're gonna do with Ash's team, because I think Yugi he has like the set cards. Because that's one thing I kind of liked what Yu-Gi-Oh did. Granted, if Pokemon did this, I wouldn't get the best, in my opinion, the best adaptation or maybe adaptations, but the best version of Ash in my opinion, my favorite version of Ash is the Pokemon XY and XYZ Ash. So if they did what I'm about to say, we wouldn't have gotten that. But I did kind of like how Yugioh switched the protagonist. The Yugi got his series, and they switched it to Jaden. And if they keep that up, that'd be pretty lit. Cause Ash, while you know, I liked him as a character, and there were moments it worked. There were just weird moments in Pokemon where Ash just felt like I can't talk. Felt like he regressed. Like I used to be there's a moment where I was big into like the Pokemon anime and the community, so I watched like videos and stuff about it, so I know a bit about like the other seasons I didn't watch. So like going from Pokemon like Diamond and Pearl to Black and White, I've heard there's some heavy regression for Ash, like he went from like battling legendaries in the league to Pikachu getting bodied by a level 5 Snivy, and just even I witnessed that. He went from how he was in XY to how he was in Sun and Moon. They like completely changed his character, and like he's like goofy, and like it didn't work for me, and it worked for some people, and some people like kind of it felt like they started kind of hating the other version of Ash, because people who liked it like hated it. There was almost like a war at one point in the Pokemon anime community, because it was like split, and between like, is this a good version of Ash or not? Is this good or not, between Sun, Moon, XY, and yeah, that's why I kind of bowed out, because it's like this is just a little too much, and people are taking things too much, and it was just too much. But there were some cool stuff as well. I just kind of got out of Pokemon as I got a wee bit older. But man, I'll never forget the Pokemon Go days. That first month or two. Just everyone just being on it and like talking about it, and like it's like the closest you'd ever get to like really being in like a Pokemon world. Like even if like the games are one thing when they release, but like the fact that you actually had to like go places to get the stuff, that was sick. For Jaden or Yugi / Atem, I think Yugi / Atem. Even though Jaden was cool, but I gotta go Yugi. And Black Ray, the last actual good rival. Yeah, there were there were a lot of kind of whack rivalries also. Someone's child was being destroyed, either Ash or Yugi. Hey, I don't know. Yugi's was always getting in life or death situations. Like if you lose, it's the Shadow Realm. Ash, I mean, there were some instances where like he wasn't fighting for like a gym battle or a league, and it was like to stop Team Rocket or like the team that was fighting. But I think Yugi might have some more experiences when it comes to life or death. Yeah, I like that. That is one thing that I wish there was in XY. There was some beef with the Y, because I don't mind like a respect rivalry. I can have that, but like when you have like respect rivalry, it's like, okay, maybe have someone like actually kind of like get heated a bit and actually show some emotion. There were some hints at potentially that could have been a thing with Alon, but they went a little bit a different direction with that. But there were still cool moments to that. But yeah, Trip and Paul are my favorite rivals. Yeah, Gary's classic. I've heard good things about Paul. I kind of seen some things about Paul as well, but yeah, I like rivalries like that. But alright, let's kick this off here. Yugi versus Yugi versus Ash. If they do, I wonder if they make a balance. If they do, like, pick a team, like, pick two, of course it has to have Pikachu. Like, that's a gimme. That's no contest. I would expect Charizard as well, because he's just, like, so iconic. And, I think he came back a few times within the Pokemon series. Ash Greninja, if we're trying to give Ash the best chance to win, we need that. I mean, that's a need. That's an actual need. To get some more, like, variety in there, maybe we get, Sceptile, maybe? Sceptile? I think Sceptile is pretty good. So we have 4 there, and we have electric, fire, water, and, ice. What did I just say? Grass, I meant. And that'd be 2 more. He always had a flyer, but I'm not. Which one would he like? Which one would be like the main fly? I'm not sure. I know Infernape was pretty good, but we already have the fire type with. I mean, Charizard could be like we could have just double up on the fire type. I don't know if that's something that is like frowned upon. I like Pokemon, I do, but I am very casual as well. I remember Goodra had like a pretty decent record in XY. He left for a bit, but he had a decent record. I remember so I'm gonna just throw in Goodra there, and then this is a newer, like a really, really newer one, but I'm gonna give, I'm also gonna say, I'm gonna say either Gengar, if we want to just completely do variety, or if we want to do, like, nostalgia, I'm going Infernape. There's probably some ones I'm forgetting, but, I know he loved Bulbasaur in the first one, but, I don't know if I think he needs like his best Pokemon for this. Something like that. I give that for the Ash's team here.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh. Pikachu versus Dark
Ketchum
Magician
versus Yugi.
Hey.
The biggest question from the playground: Pokemon or Yugioh? He's with my boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
So I think that design, I don't want to look at that too much because that's like the battle here, but I think the design is like Ash's like newest with Journeys. I was kind of hoping they'd do either XY or Indigo, because Indigo is kind of like the same like sort of era in a way. Well, like that Ash's like first go about, because Yugi was like the first like Yu-Gi-Oh series, that Indigo is the first Pokemon series, and then XY just because I like the design and how at peak Ash was. But what with Journeys, which I mean, alright, but where the weapons, armor, and skill, I don't know, what are they gonna do with this, with the stats?
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it
Mad
happen.
Mushroom.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched, and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this survivor-like and roguelike RPG. Double the like.
Each run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes, find new followers, unlock new quests, and look cool while doing it. Look at that gear.
Night Swarm is on Steam now, and 15% off for a limited time.
Vampire.
Hello
No.
there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
General
All the
Kenobi.
kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master.
As at age 10 in parentheses for 25 plus years. That's another thing. Like, you had to pull something like that. And and for Ash to not be like, just in one series. Champion of Alola and World Coronation Series Monarch. Should be excellent, or should be Kalos as well. He was robbed. I'm telling you, he was robbed. Key items: Rotom Pokédex, Rotom Phone, Z Ring, Z Crystal, Dynamax Band, Mega Glove, Lucario Knight, and Rainbow Wing. Damn, I don't even know. I mean, I know the Z Crystal and the Z move. That'll be helpful. The Rotom stuff is Rotom. Dynamax, that's that new stuff. Mega Glove. Likes Pokemon battles, training, catching leagues, summer camp, showcase in movies, racing, ping pong, sumo wrestling, eating contest, Poke Ringer. Also, whichever Pokegirl companion you watch growing. Oh wait, I didn't even want to touch any of the shipping stuff because that's another thing. National Ash Ketchum Day is September 15th. I know that's been a debate, but I know what I'm just saying. Him and Serena, that was it.
I don't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note, we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret.
Type electric, resist the electric and steel type attack, and electricity to power up. Weak to ground type attack, immune paralysis, ability static, physical contact may induce paralysis moveset. Thunderbolt, Iron Tail, Tackle, Agility, Leer, Thunder, Double Edge, Electro Ball, Electro Web, Quick Attack, Bolt Tackle, and Thunder Shock. Loves ketchup. Well, we got Thunderbolt's always been Thunderbolt. Electro Web, I think he had. What did he last have? Thunderbolt, Electro Web, Quick Attack, and Iron Tail. Yeah, Iron Tail. I'm not sure if he. I think that's what it was his final form. So many episodes. Why no one rag on Pokemon for having just this many? that is true. I don't know.
Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt!
Thunderbolt.
The perfect attack for Okoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting up again.
So clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while
for
on
sure.
Swellow, who, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with
Torterra.
synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace.
Sceptile.
Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim.
That
Or
is true,
that's what I
Sceptile
would
beat
say
Dick.
if Tobias did an action replay of freaking Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started
That
bonding
was
with
his
Pokemon.
first. That was his first league too. Like I'm honestly, okay, he doesn't have to win every time, but he should have won a little bit more. In my opinion, he should have won the Diamond and Pearl and the XY leagues, the Kalos and the I'm blanking on the Diamond and Pearl location. Sinnoh leagues. He sure won though because like, yeah, I didn't watch Diamond Pearl completely, but I know like he ran into Tobias with the 2 legendaries. That's crazy, and that is like, but and then just how he lost the XY league is crazy. It was just such robbery as well. Such this absolute like that robbery like XY 100%. I never watched something like so like non-sports and felt such like a sports reaction out of that. And that was like right the time I was like getting into football too. Like that was like a year prior to that. I was like really getting into football. I was like, so I was like, yo, this is like the exact same feeling. So ready to name off all the companions. Like what of Dawn and May. That is, I'm happy because they only did Misty and Brock, and then they threw in Serena. So I'm glad Serena got a mention if they're only doing like the OOGs. To get Ash to lose, what type of championship allows someone with an all legendary team? Yeah, that's crazy. He meets outside the movies in the main line. He does. How does he forget he met Darkrai? Yeah, that's another confusing thing about Ash's continuity. That's a bit kind of mucky. Alright, grass types: Bulbasaur, Bayleaf, Sceptile, Torterra, Snivy, Rowlet, Fire Charizard, Quinava, Torkoal, Emperor, Pigman, Incineroar. Water types: King. They had a lot of water types, and in flying types: Butterfree, Pidgeotto, Noctowl, Swallow, Staraptor, Glacier, Infizzit, and Talonflame. If I'm picking one from each of these categories, from grass type, going Sceptile. Fire type, I'm going Charizard. Water type, Greninja. And then flying type, I think either Talonflame or Gleesaur. Is that one they showed? Oh no, that's that like bat thing. I know there's already fire, but I don't know. I'm Talonflame was that. I'm not sure about any of these other. I know Butterfree didn't really do too much. Pidgeot, I feel like didn't do a whole lot either. I feel like best bang for flying type might be Talonflame. So yeah, that sounds like the Pokemon. Let's say the fire. Butterfree, Pidgeot, Noctowl, Swallow, Staraptor, Glacier, and present Talonflame. Go Ash. Ash pulls out the decks. Yeah, like come on, bro. Like there was a way. I mean, if they just like remember, it was a lot to remember, but like if they remembered like Ash went through stuff, it would have been fine. It just like come on, like
at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Side Beam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want.
So flying types, Primate, Heracross, Scraggy, Halucha, Lucario. Oh, sorry, that's his fighting type. I was like, wait, what? Surfetched. A Rock, Ground, and Steel. We have Donphin, Logger, Boulder, Crocodile, Lycanroc. Oh, Lycanroc, that was kind of... I liked how he got like a new one. Solgaleo, Nebby. Solgaleo, I feel like that's... I'm not sure, did he use that? Oh, I know, he did. If that's allowed, I would go with that one. Dragon-type, Gilby, Goodra... Nivern, Dragonite, Dracovic, others, Muck, 30 Tauros, Mr. Mime, Miami Snorlax, Glary, and Gengar. That'll sound like Pokemon rap if you say it. For this one, fighting type, I'm gonna say Lucario. I guess he kind of gets, judging by what I've seen so far, I guess he kind of gets riz with Lucario, like potential Mega Evolution. So I guess I go with him, and then, well, I mean, gotta go Solgaleo on that one. I think for rock and ground and steel, Dragon type. Pyre, Goodra, or Dragonite. Maybe Dragonite. And then the others, I'll go Gengar. But Snorlax, I feel like I've heard was kind of good in the games, maybe. But
to see on the field. Even if you have a
not the
Blastoise like
games.
Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon.
The people's
Charizard's
elbow of
strong,
Pokemon.
they
That is
overload
fine.
Boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon.
Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands
And
if he wants, and he
I
does
remember
a lot.
that.
Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass.
They did make it. I did in like the first movie. Like maybe from Minnesota and talk about Vikings. I got like, yo, I got kind of hyped when I first heard.
Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone,
I
but
remember
Ash
the gun.
accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again.
Yeah.
Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements,
Yeah.
transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It
Hold on, Mike.
Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Regigigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Ah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired.
Bruh.
After his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar!
Oh,
He hunts foes
Gigantamax.
with
So
Max
Gengar
terror,
got the
or even swallows 'em up.
Gigantamax.
I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt
Chet.
will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel strike.
Last Team Rocket off every episode. I mean, what Pokemon does? Thunder obliterated most of Triangle Rock, exceeded Conway and Clembot's calculations. Solgaleo can lay. Okay. They're talking. This is for Ash. I thought this was for Solgaleo. Solgaleo can light up the universe. Pikachu helped halt Dialga's Roar of Time. Ash and his Pokemon dodged light speed attacks. Won the Orange League, Malo Conference, and World Coronation Series. I know Orange League. I remember that one, and then I'm guessing. I think this is like Sun Moon and then Journeys. And defeated Gary, Brandon, Paul, Kukui, Iris, Wallace, Steven, Cynthia, and Leon.
Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu.
Befriended,
So
but not
it was
caught.
gonna end with Pikachu.
Never caught.
In the Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free. 4Kids, let my boy win. Yes.
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that to him,
I've not
Pokemon
seen any
Master
of
was
that so
someone who was
far.
friends with every Pokemon.
The new
So
Pokemon.
he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
And the cherry continue. I thought that at the time. I was like, this is cool. If I was Pikachu, I'd be a little jealous. Like, you've been with Ash for how long, and now this frog comes along and bonds with Ash. Like, this was so powerful, which I didn't really like. I didn't really like Z moves that much compared to Mega Evolution. But I was glad that they kind of gave that to Pikachu in Sun and Moon. So I was aware that he did win that last league too. So I didn't see all of that. Monsters and spells you're excited to see from Yugi at a 10. Well, before I get into that, after hearing all that, I think my Ash team, I'd be, if you want to get the best, bang, boom, boom, and use everything, you get Pikachu because he's Pikachu, and then you get the Z move. You get Greninja because you have Ash Greninja. You get Gengar because you get the Dynamax. You get Lucario because you have the Mega Evolution. You get Solgaleo because you have the Legendary. And then I think there's one more. I'm not sure. Then I think you can either throw in Charizard or Sceptile. Whichever one you're feeling. But monsters and Yugi, of course we got Dark Magician, and that is my one. I don't know why for my one weakness for Yu-Gi-Oh. If there's just one, but I like forget like people's decks only. Other than their like top guys. Oh, of course the Dark Magician girl, and then like there was some other like magician girls as well. Did he have Karibo, or is that Joey who had Karibo? Oh, we gotta see Pot of Greed. We gotta see Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn. Those were iconic ones. But yeah, some of those.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quince stuff for ages, so we know it's legit.
Quince makes it easy to look sharp, feel good, and find gifts that last. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats, Quince pieces are crafted from premium materials.
But I forget if it's if it was Joey or Yugi.
This is totally a Kaiba fit right here. Just gotta pop up that collar.
Quince makes the essentials every guy needs. Denim, chinos, down jackets, wool top coats, and leather styles built to last, just to name a few.
Each piece is made from premium materials. Oh, and by cutting out the middlemen and traditional markups, Quince delivers the same quality as luxury brands at a fraction of the price. So get your wardrobe sorted and your gift list handled with Quince.
Don't wait. Go to quince.com/deathbattle for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/deathbattle.
Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/deathbattle.
Queen. Alright,
Many
Yugi's
a
time to
theorist
shine.
have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yugioh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped
18.5. He's high. He's taller than Ash. He's taller and older than. Dang, he's about to like beat up. Boy, he's a whole adult almost. He's about to beat up on a kid. He's taller than. Whoa! No, he's not taller than me. I got a solid 8 inches on him at least. Wait. Domino City. Champion Duelist and Kingdom of Battle City. The king of all games. King of games. Like stole monsters, toys, hamburgers, leather, games, puzzles, Solomon, and Yami, and friends with Bo.
run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would
I'm
link
sorry,
his
I forget.
spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Oh,
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, duel monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO, Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously...
Dark Yami, Dark Yugi, spirit of ancient pharaoh. He resides in the Millennium puzzle abilities, barriers, clairvoyance, illusions, penalty games, probability, manipulation, monster summoning, shadow games, stealing, telepathy.
Messed up ways, illusions of being
And
set on
dark.
fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous mind crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey,
Joey.
Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for
Yeah,
offense,
he did.
spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodia.
Oh, Exodia.
There they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's
Oh
a
my.
very
Normal monster, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, the Magnet Warrior, Beaver Warrior, Curse of Dragon, Dark Magician, Pharaoh Imp, Gaia the Fierce Knight, I remember Gaia for Gazelle the King of Mythical Beast, Giant Soldier of Stone, Horn Imp, Jax, Queens, and King's Knight. I remember that. Koromori Dragon, Mammoth Graveyard, Summon Skull, Winged Dragon, Guardian of Fortress. Oh yeah, if they let him get Egyptian gods, it's over. It's over. Probably, I'd imagine. Affected monster are Fiend of Gilfer, Big Shield Gardner, Black Luster Soldier, and Envy of the Beginning, Cultivar Turtle, Karibo, Legend, Marshmallow,
clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz, but what's he gonna do?
Affected Mark, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician of Chaos, Electromagnetic Turtle, Exodia the Forbidden One, Gardner the Dragon of Destruction, the Tricky, Time Wizard, Toy Magician, Toy Soldier, Valkyrie the Magna Warrior, Fusion Monsters, Arcana Knight Joker, Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast, Dark Paladin, Gaia the Dragon Champion, Egyptian Gods, Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and Hurakati the Creator
About
of
the
Light.
3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome.
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply.
Someone
With
got a
1,000
2,000
strong
card
meat
deck.
shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Torments have
Well,
a core card
okay.
them.
Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force.
Buster Blader.
and the Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the
Summon
Giant Soldier of Stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
sword after
that's not how the
Swords of
card
Revealing
game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards.
I'm not reading all these. These are his spell cards. There's Polymerization, Pot of Greed. Monster Reborn.
Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw
Pot
two
of
more
Greed.
cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw two more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field.
Then we have some trap cards. Why are they giving Yugi Time Wizard? Yugi had it, but never directly used it. The first time we see he had it when he gave it to Joey, and it became Joey's card from then on. Yeah, I was a direct Time Wizard. I thought that was Joey's main thing, but so yeah, that's that is interesting. And much more. So these are just some of the trap cards. A lot of Dimension.
Like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by
Battle
Kaiba Corp.
City.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic.
It's kind of crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods,
So
which
it's
are way
just-
stronger than mid-tier
That's
monsters that are
funny.
5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, Planet Alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness.
Yugi doesn't have
It was
any of
time for
these.
Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the
The
card.
heart of
I
the
knew it.
cards.
He's been cheating all this time. He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck.
Not at all.
Baka,
Yugi drawing the
baka.
card he needs isn't just luck. It's an actual skill that he developed.
Well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of screw you, I win.
No kidding.
We got dodged light speed lasers. Harakti's light created the multiverse. Atem blocked a full power blast from Zork. Overcame Pegasus' mind reading and other tricks. As Dragon Master Knight caused a blast that was visible from space. Destroyed the Millennium Ring as it enveloped all of the existence in darkness. Won Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, and other tournaments. Defeated Pegasus, Merrick, Dark Bakura, Kaiba like 17 times, Agami, Zork, and a 10.
For Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
The king of games. All right.
The best.
I was surprised they didn't give him Tomize, even though he only had him for a season, but he definitely had him longer than gosh darn time with it, yeah. All right. Oh, is this actually they're giving him the crocodile guy? Sceptile, Lucario, and Pikachu I'm good with, but Crocodile? I forget his name. I don't know. Really? Huh. Well, I think it's possible. I think it's possible that Ash comes away with this, but I'm gonna root for him. I really gotta root for him. I do like Yugi. I like Yugioh, but Pokemon has been something like that. I haven't been like as big on as other people, but it's been to some degree at least there in my life for so long. Like the era out when I was in first grade, like I had these little like Pokemon figures and some cards, and I was watching the anime, the Indigo League, and some other Pokemon episodes here and there going forward. Or when Pokemon Go came out and I binged XY and really got into Pokemon anime and stuck with it up until like towards the end of Sun and Moon. Or just recently when the Pokemon Journeys was sent a little bit. It was I played, of course I played some games too. I got a Switch and I played some of the Diamond and Pearl remake, Brilliant Diamond, some of the newer ones. I played a little Sun and Moon. I played emulated Pokemon Red too. I think I don't think I beat that game, but I got like the final 4. I just never progressed further, but yeah, I Ash is one of my boys. I gotta go with Ash, but I think Yugi's gonna win this. I just think there's too much Riz to Yu-Gi-Oh. If I'll try to explain that, but like there's spells, there's trap cards, and they're just like the monsters seem crazy, especially if they give him like an Egyptian god. And Yugi's only like, I'm sorry, Ash is only restricted to 6 monsters and that's it. And Yugi has like a whole deck kind of thing. I don't know like how like, the ins and outs of building a deck or how many monsters he has, but yeah, Ash needs, if Ash keys the victory for Ash, he needs to utilize everything. Every superpower he has, Z-Move, Mega Evolution, Dynamax, Ash Greninja, I don't even see him on the field, which worries me. You name it, Ash has to use it. He's got to use it. And it maybe Yugi's just not ready. Yugi's key to victory. He's just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, and he's just gotta, use his best monsters as well. Whatever they're giving him. If it's Exodia, if it's Slifer, the Sky Dragon, if it's a Winged Dragon of Raw, or if it's just Dark Magician. He's gotta get his best cards on the field quickly. Because I don't know how life points are gonna translate to this as well. I think I give Ash life points too, or is it gonna be like a 6v6 with life points? Maybe, I don't know. That wouldn't work. I'm interested to see how they do this, but it's really gonna depend who they give what to what. Like, are they gonna give Yugi too much, or maybe Ash too much? I don't know. We'll see. But I have a feeling Ash is gonna lose this, and Yugi's gonna win it. But I will be rooting for Ash.
The millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right.
Raycon. Hey, it's Christmas. Almost Christmas.
Raycon's
holiday
essential
gift.
earbuds should be at the top of your list.
Regular earbuds block out everything, but these beauties sit so perfectly in the ear, you get both real clear sound and also what's happening around you. Exactly what I need when I'm out lawnmower racing, or bike riding, jogging, whatever normal people do.
We're happy that Raycon is a longtime sponsor of our show, and for good reason. They have over 3 million customers who are getting premium sound
Raycon
quality
sponsors a lot of people.
And if you don't like your earbuds, they have a 30-day guarantee, so there's practically no risk.
They're lightweight, last up to 8 hours on one charge, and with multi-point connection, I can wirelessly hook them up to multiple devices. So they're super handy.
The essential open earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling
buckets.
fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late.
Alright, here we go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as
Okay.
a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time
Okay.
to death battle!
Alright. Interesting. Let's go. Pikachu versus Dark Magician. Oh.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon-4 is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa.
But first of all, voices are very good. Very good voice acting here. Second, what I really pause for is, I know this is called Death Battle, but is anyone even gonna die? I mean, do they have to die? They could just lose. They're probably gonna die because it's Death Battle, but I don't even think that's necessary for this one.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt!
Don't
Oh,
get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card.
oh, the face card.
Dimension Space!
Oh, dimensions. Oh, oh no. Oh, crocodile. No!
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Them all. The Tauros? Oh my goodness. He has all of them?
Charizard, I choose you!
Oh, nah. Oh, okay. That's some damage on the life points. Karibo! Oh, the dragon. Oh my goodness. This is just a battle royale. Oh! Celtic Guardian. Mega Evolve Lucario. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Karibos. Summon Skull. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on. Oh, Sol Galeo! Where's Ash Greninja at? Oh my goodness, he's getting the God cards? Holy crap. Oh, Dynamax! Oh, Dynamax versus God? Oh, Gengar! Gengar! Oh! Oh! Oh, he's reversing it. Oh no, he's like sucking him in. Oh! Ash Greninja! Oh! Oh!
Sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Oh, nah, Ash has him on the rope. Oh, that was a good hit.
I just need to believe.
Oh, in the heart of the
In the
cards.
heart of the cards.
Oh my, is that Exodia? Oh no, that.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi! Goddess of light!
Oh
This
no.
is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic! Haruxi! Joser!
So Galeo, let's go. Ash Greninja, yeah, let's go with the Turrican. Oh no, not the swords that were really. Oh no.
Pikachu, let's finish this.
Oh, Z-move. The rainbow, Oh, all the outfits. Ah, nah, he's winning this. He no care, he's winning this. You have to believe.
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Oh no. Oh, the magic cylinder.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
They all turned to stone? Yeah, they got me hyped. Hey, they found a way to make me believe though. I actually thought he could have done that. At least they're not dead. Are they dead? Or are they not dead? What is that? Are they like stone? Or are they in like ash formation? Or like they like after like a bomb went off? The journey continues. The end. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit more street ball than I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like 1v1 than like my whole every Pokemon I ever caught versus every card you ever used, and just go and then charge. That was something though. That was pretty sick. Though I guess if they did the other route, this would have been like an hour-long thing. But you know, some things that like Ash Greninja, like that, I feel like that took a while to get going sometimes. Or like Mega Evolution, like it has some like things even. They did the Z move though before it came out. Yeah, I remember you mentioned something like that with like the mirror for. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a crazy move. Crazy. I did that. I was kind of not that exact thing, but I saw like some sort of like that was what I was trying to say, like spells, and there's just a little too much in Yu-Gi-Oh, I think. But hey, GG's though. GG's. That was a respectable duel, respectable fight.
My childhood! Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monster.
Experience, strategy, and monsters. I mean, experience. Ash has to at least tie experience. He's a 20. He's a 10. He's been 10 years old for 25 years. He's got. There has to be some experience in that. Strategy. They both be doing their thing, but man, I'm not gonna lie. Yugi sometimes. I still sometimes don't know how he wins some things with the strategy user. I will give strategy to Yugi. And then monsters. I'm going to give to Yugi as well. So I'm going to give Yugi monsters and strategy. Experience, I could see them tying because Yugi is pretty experienced as well, but I don't know. Ash had whatever. I'm gonna give experience to Ash, honestly. And had Yugi 1-2-1. No ties this time, but if they wanted to, I guess I could see like a tie and experience, but they just straight up give that to Yugi. I disagree. They have to at least tie that one.
Starting with experience, both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
I think
But
tie
Ash's
this one.
secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon.
Sorry about that. Power blinked off for a second.
Strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. With
That is
Maw
true.
and Caw, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control
Yeah. Oh, it's good now.
the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to
What
chug
if he
trees
threw
and lift
hands?
baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
Just a little
So
okay.
it all comes down to the monsters.
The monsters.
Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then,
Oh, yeah.
reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, you know, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead.
Yep.
He just needed the right moment
I
to
predicted
knock
that
Ash
one.
stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is
But-
Yugi Moto.
Alright, Yugi Moto. His grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards. Alright. GG's, oh Yugi. Yeah, I'm used to Ash losing in his own league, so nothing new. I like Yugi too, so not mad, but it's just some maybe slight disappointment because I thought Ash was gonna do it, and then nope. But yeah. All right. What's next? I am like out of ones like I like remember and like really want to see. I think like there was this one and there was Ruby and Maka. So, oh, they do not do it next time. There's no next time. who I want for next season? Well, after you guys been talking about the bracket and what we've been doing, like. We're not ready for it yet, so I don't want it yet, but I just want to make a note that I am kind of, again, hyped for the Geats death battle. Geats versus Nero. I love to see, like, a Fancy Pants. I want to see Fancy Pants, you know, if he's even remotely on the table, because Fancy Pants, you know, he's my boy, too. And the Light versus Columbo thing, that seems interesting as well. Henry Stickmin and the Second Coming. I'd be down for either of those as well. For either like each other or one of them to face Fancy Pants. But mainly I want to see stuff. I want to see Fancy Pants on that field. Alright, so we'll be back with even more Death Battles. Stay tuned.
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So, check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
Alright. GG's Yugi. GG's to Ash as well. That was a very cool death battle. As a fan of mainly Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh as well. At this point, I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed the fight. It was a little bang there for a bit, and like I thought it was kind of fast, but overall, pretty good, very good. And for the first episode back, I'm gonna just say Light versus Columbo because that's the one that's like I think may have been on the table for the longest.